Good afternoon, everyone. Time for another weekly webinar. Thank you for joining us today. I'll remind everyone to please keep yourselves muted and feel free to use the chat function during our time together. I'll watch that, and I know that our speakers will be happy to answer your questions. You can also wait until they're finished and unmute yourself if you want to ask your own question. That is absolutely fine. We are recording, and this webinar will be available to watch after today. And I believe that's all of that. No, it is not. Closed captioning is an option for you. There's a button at the bottom of your screen that says CC and show captions. Feel free to use that if you would like to. I think those are all of the announcements. Happy 222 feels like a good luck day. The weather in my neck of the woods is certainly nice and pretty, and I hope it is for you as well. If not, you're on the webinar, so you don't have to worry about the webinar or the weather. So our speakers today are Krisha Crane and Joey Mitchell. Joey is a PRN fitness training instructor, and Krisha is a medical performance program coordinator. And they are at the KU Sports and Performance Center. And they are going to talk with us today about the DAP fitness program. Joey and Krisha spoke with us last June, I think it was. And so we're excited to have them back and let us know kind of the latest and greatest. So I'm going to turn it over to you all, and I will get your slides here on the screen in just a moment. Thank you, Krisha and Joey, for being here.
Thank you.
Maybe I'm not sharing. Uh-oh, hang on. Here I come. I forgot to press share first. Okay.
All right. Hello, everybody. As Kelly said, I am Krisha Crane. I am our medical performance program coordinator here, and alongside me is with Joey. And today we are here to talk about our DAP class, our DAP class, or our Determined and Positive class. So this is a fitness class that we have here at the Performance Center, and we're going to tell you guys all about it. So you can go ahead and advance, Kelly.
Okay. Oh, lovely pictures. Okay, I'll keep going then.
Really quick, I'll introduce myself and then Joey can introduce himself. So by trade, I am an athletic trainer. I'm actually trained in sports medicine, but while my career has been evolving, I have worked with our corrective exercise staff here, including Joey, and we have created exercise programs for specialized populations such as yourself. So even though it says I'm an athletic trainer, I still work in the corrective exercise portion here at the Performance Center alongside with Joey. So go ahead.
Yeah. So my name is Joey. I'm as Christian mentioned, I work in corrective exercise here at the Performance Center. My background is in clinical exercise science, and we collab and make an awesome class, I'd like to say.
Yes.
We can brag on ourselves here.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
So what is the Sports Medicine and Performance Center? So it's a new facility for the University of Kansas Health System. And we house a wide array of multidisciplinary team of sports medicine and fitness professionals. We have physical therapists in-house, we have athletic trainers, we have strength and conditioning coaches, and then corrective exercise specialists. We offer a lot of different services like one-on-one personal training, our medically based programs, fitness classes, as well as nutrition counseling. So we have a lot of different services here at the Performance Center. But today we're specifically talking about our DAP class.
Yes. And go ahead and click to the next slide. All right, so our DAP class, we have kind of centered it excuse me, centered it around what is specialized to this population and what we need to target. So a lot of the things that we do here, even though it's a fitness class, it is research backed. So we just wanted to kind of highlight a couple facts that we focus on when we're programming this and we're working with this specialized population. So just for your information, several studies have found that improvements in exercise functions, memory, and cognitive tests in individuals with any sort of MCI or AD, that improves with aerobic activity. Increasing that cardiorespiratory fitness is related to less brain atrophy in early Alzheimer's disease. So the more we can get you moving and the more we can get you going is when we can really focus on slowing down some parts of the disease. And get you guys physically fit, so that makes you less likely to fall or to bonk anything, or to be able to get up and move around, get up off your chair easier. So we really focus on movements that help in that. We also know that physical activity interventions that include aerobic exercise positively influence cognitive function in all patients in dementia. So this is a really big one that we focus on. So not only physical activity, but a class of physical activity with a specialized population brings a lot of positive vibes to the class, because you guys are all very similar and in the same seat. And so it just makes you want to continue to participate and want to move. The multidisciplinary training component that we use is very important, and it is proven to work, and it's a non-pharmacological intervention. So we really like to focus on any medications that you have. This is a good offset that doesn't involve any medication at all. It just involves you guys showing up and getting your bodies moving, and us leaving you feeling good. And then lastly, strong evidence does support the use of exercise in improving strength, step length, balance, walking speed, endurance with people with any sort of MCI or moderate grade dementia. So these are just facts that we continue to keep up on and that we feel are very important when it comes to programming the specifics in our class. And you can go ahead and switch the slide.
So our DAP program centers around three big keys. That's the community, as Christian mentioned. Having the big group of people in a similar boat as you is huge, and creating those connections between each other. And alongside that, the camaraderie, and then just the movement of the class. So right now we assign people to 2 classes per week for 45 minutes, roughly 45 minutes. Sometimes we might go a little bit over that. But it all starts with individual assessment. So that's when you get to come in, you get to see the facility, you get to meet Krisha and I, and then we get to learn a little bit more about you, see how you're moving, and make sure you're a good fit for the class in the first place. As we've mentioned, we have 2 instructors for each class, and we're limiting the class size, and that's for safety reasons, so that we can have one person teaching the class and one person kind of roaming and making sure everyone's doing the movements correctly, making sure everyone's doing everything in a safe manner. And the class is individualized to an extent. Obviously, in a class setting, that's tough, but we try to make sure that what we're doing in the class meets your individual needs. We progress. We go through that assessment that you do at the beginning of class biannually, so that way we can make sure that you're seeing the benefits from the class and make sure that we're kind of adjusting things as they need to be. And then on the flip side of things, for our support members and family members that might be coming to class with individuals, we offer a private room for the caretakers, so that way they can kind of hang out, talk about whatever's going on, and have an hour of just kind of hanging out there. You can go ahead to the next slide.
All right, so once again, we're just going to hit on our class focus. So again, Joey and I are the creators of the class, and we are the instructors of the class, and we are kind of everything of the class. So we do the research, we do the programming, we do the meeting, and we do it all. We really take pride in making sure that our class focus is really appropriate for this population. So we really like to focus on balance, proper muscle activation, progressive strength training, cardiovascular training, and functional movement and mobility. So we start the class each day with a progressive dynamic warm-up. As you can see, we do have chairs in the pictures. We always start at the chair and then we move our way around the gym. Our space is very large. It's 13,000 square feet, and we have an outdoor turf. So we have plenty of room to, one, stay safe, to two, move around, and three, to even go outside on nice days. So, we were telling our class today, we just finished up with our class, and we're going to have class outside on Monday because the weather is going to be nice. And so it's nice to be able to change the scenery, but always keep the class focus the same. Once again, these 5 class focuses are all catered and can be progressed or digressed to you individually and what you need. So if an exercise is too easy, then we always have a plan A, B, and C to increase the difficulty to match your fitness need. On the flip side of that, if you are worried that you're not strong enough, or you may have issues with balance, then that's what we are here for, to give you an exercise that's appropriate for you and then progress you as you partake in the class. So as you can see, we have our gentlemen here. They're stretching, they're slamming med balls, they're pulling sleds, and they're having a grand old time. You can go ahead and change the slide.
All right, so this is our last slide. This is includes the flyer on the right side with just some more general information, kind of goes over everything that we just talked about. And on the left side is a group picture of our class a while back, probably a little over, or about a year ago.
Yeah, we've grown since then.
Yeah, so we've added some more seats to the class, but these are some of our core guys there that have been with us for a long time. We've grown to love having them in here. And we hope to see you all in here as well.
Yes. Some things for you guys to notice just on the flyer. So our building is a standalone building. We are the University of Kansas Health System, but we are not located on the main campus. We are actually located at 125th and Antioch in Overland Park, for those of you who are local. So I just wanted to point that out, as we are not located downtown. We are actually south of downtown. And then there's a picture of our gym. Also, it's kind of small, but it just shows the amount of space that we have. And then one additional thing is, because we do have a 13,000 square foot gym, and we have about 15 employees working with multiple different people, the class time that we choose is a time that we are able to control the environment. And that means those of you who don't like loud noises and don't like the music and don't like a big crowd, during this time is actually the lunch break for our staffs usually. And so it's usually 1 or 2 people in the gym, and the rest of the time we have the gym to ourselves. Just wanted to point that out as well. And then that might be it. I don't know if we have one more slide. And then we just had a question for those of us who are far away: how useful is Pilates for this population? So in regards to muscle activation, Pilates can be really, really great. One reason why we don't use Pilates as much in our environment is because we like to focus on big movements through the range of motion. This population is usually 60 years and older, and so we like to make sure that we can healthily move through the joint. And sometimes Pilates kind of uses perturbation training, which is just very stagnant up and down movements. Some of it is very beneficial just in regards to activation, but it can definitely be useful if you have the right instructor and ensure that you're in a safe environment and knowing what you're doing. I hope that answers your question. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think that was great.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you both. We'll open it up now for questions. And I'm happy to put the slides back up for people that might want to capture that contact information. Also, Joey and Krisha, could you talk a bit more, and I can put the slides back up, about the program costs and fees?
Yes. Do you want to go over that?
Yeah.
I believe we have our packaging. We offer a 10-pack and a 20-pack, and then we offer individualized sessions. So we really like to make this affordable for the community. So for our 20-pack, it is, I believe it's $320. And then for our 10-pack, it is $200, making it $20 a session. We, once again, this is probably the most affordable class that we offer here at the Performance Center because we want to make it affordable for our community. We are also willing to kind of help you out just in regards to splitting class prices up, splitting packages up, and all of that. Oh, here it is right here. A 10 pack is, oh, I was right, 200, and that's $20 per session, and then a 20 pack is 320, making it $16 per session. So,
and something I'll note on that we get a lot of questions about is, so you buy that package and you only use those sessions when you come in. So
yes.
if you miss a class, we won't charge you for it. So if you're going out of town or anything like that, no worries there. We only charge you when you're in here. And like Krisha said, if there are any concerns about that cost, come on in for that first assessment. Come meet us and we can talk with you about it there and see what we can make happen. Because we want everyone in this class that needs it.
Wonderful. Anybody who has questions, feel free. Krisha and Joey, I have a few questions for you that I did not warn them about, guys. So they're just going to have to go with it.
Yes, love
it. Since we were just talking about costs, and Renee, I see your hand up, so you can be next after me. Is there any kind of cost sharing available with something like a Medicare Advantage plan? Or health insurance coverage available for people to participate in your program?
So that is a really good question. The only advantage we have right now is we do take, if you have a health savings account, we do take HSA because it is a medically based program. The downside of that is, unfortunately, this is not covered by insurance or any sort of Medicare Advantage plan. And so right now our win is if you have a health savings account, you can utilize that money towards this class.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, Renee says that was her question too. So my mind reading is on point today. My next question, Joey and Krisha, is as I was looking at your pictures before today to get ready, and of course, as you were presenting today, I see you have a lot of fine-looking fellows in this program, which is great. We are always looking for men to participate in our research studies. That is a shameless plug. However, can we talk about whether women participate in your program? And you don't have to answer this question, but why are there not any women in your picture?
That is a great question. We do have answers for that. So number one, if you actually look at research, I believe it's 66% of men are more likely to contract any sort of MCI or Alzheimer's and dementia. And so they are more prone to having this. And so that's why we get more men. And also, are the caretakers are the ones who are reaching out, which are the wives. And so that also is helpful because they are wanting to get their husbands or the person that they're supporting in the class. Number two, we actually do have a couple females in the class. They are new to the class. And so once again, that is an older picture. So we definitely need to upgrade our picture. That's for sure.
Very good. Okay, well, you might get some willing models after today.
Yes,
Linda
I'm
wants to know.
outnumbered sometimes.
Yes,
I'm the only girl sometimes, and I'm outnumbered.
Very good. Okay, Linda wants to know how this program is for early FTD, frontotemporal dementia.
Honestly, we cater it. So in our research, we have researched, and Michelle Meadens, the clinical coordinator at KU, when we first met with her and wanted to start this program in 2021, we met with her and she went over 23 types of Alzheimer's and dementia that we could come across and that we need to make this class appropriate for. And so this class is for any sort of diagnosis and we say early to mild to moderate. But what we like to do, and that's why we like that individual assessment, is because we like to meet with you and we like to see how we can help you and if this class is appropriate for you. And that's also why we limit the amount of numbers and in the class. And that's why we have 2 instructors, because if we can keep you safe, if you are able to move and be safe in a chair, then we can cater this to you.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, the questions are coming in hot now. How many times per week should someone be doing this type of well-rounded exercise?
Yeah, so we, as we mentioned, we have class twice a week, but we provide a little bit of a home program to do outside of class because twice a week, quite frankly, isn't quite enough. So we encourage all of our class members to be active in some way every day outside of our class. Um, but doing the well-rounded kind of 45-minute style of class exercise twice a week is great. But we do kind of encourage a little bit of that exercise outside of class, at least once or twice, but ideally trying to stay active in some way every day.
All of the home exercises that we assign after we have gone over all of the exercises in class and after we've gone over the exercises with the caretakers or the supporters of the class as well. And it's everything that we've done multiple times that we feel 100% confident with all of our participants to do safely outside of here as well. I know that can make some people nervous, and we really, really ensure that these exercises are beneficial and safe to do outside of here on your own.
Good. Okay, David wants to know if you have to have MCI or dementia to participate, and if you're noticing memory issues, can you participate?
So, question number one is for this class specifically, yes, you do have to have some sort of MCI or dementia to participate. But as we shared on the first slide, this building has so many offerings that if you are interested in getting your body moving and you just don't know where to start, please contact us because we have Joey himself, myself, we do other things outside of our DAP class, and so we feel like we have the resources and the staff to help you out and just to get you started. So for this class, yes, you do have to have some sort of MCI or dementia, but not to be walk in our performance center and have us help you.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Trisha, I just want to do another shameless plug, and that is, David, if you or any men, especially on this call, are interested in exercise, we do have another program called Comet that involves exercise and Fitbits and all kinds of fun things. And we are definitely looking for some gentlemen to participate in that. So if you do not have a diagnosis of MCI or dementia, and you're interested in exercise, holler at us about the Comet program because we can likely get you involved in that as well, especially you fellows. Okay.
And then just to stem off of that, if you are noticing memory issues, can you participate? Absolutely, you can. Once again, we focus on all of the things physically that we focus on, but we focus on a lot of cues that help with proprioception, that help with memory issues, that help with all of that comes with Alzheimer's and dementia. So yes, absolutely, you can participate in that.
Perfect. Krisha and Joey, do you have a story or two about maybe a success story that you might share with us? Like someone who came into your program and maybe they said, oh, this is terrible, I don't want to do this. And now they're, winning Mr. Bodybuilder or something. I don't know. I just made that up. But something that you could talk about, this program really worked well for someone.
So honestly, the best thing that we've seen is it's not from the individuals participating in the class, it's from the caretakers. So, every single caretaker that we have been in contact with and have come to meet has just mentioned how this class not only helps them physically, but how they look forward to it because of the community. Now, right now, we have, once again, 1 to 2 females and the rest are males, and they are they've known each other for 2 years. We've had the same group that we've started with. Almost every single individual is still in the class with us and is going on 2 years. And the community that we've been able to build is honestly the most changing of this and the most unexpected of what we thought. We thought we were going to come in here and change the physicality overnight and all of that, but really we've changed the mental health aspect of having this disease and them being able to come in and be comfortable moving, know that they have friends who they're going to move with, and then also all of them, every single one of them are getting stronger. I will say a couple of the gentlemen who were very prone to falls and who were unable to do some of the exercises that we were doing a year ago, now they have not had any falls and they are able to progress the exercises. So that's really the biggest takeaway from that is it's very small change in a short amount of time, but very big change over a long amount of time. And that's kind of the goal of this, is we are building a program for longevity for somebody to be able to come to, until they can't come to it anymore, and participate and move and feel safe and have a community around them. Do you have anything to add to that?
No.
Thank you. Yeah, we've long known that social involvement and decreasing isolation and loneliness have great benefits for all of us, especially as we get older, and especially for those who are experiencing cognitive change. So I love that one of the side effects or the benefits of your fitness program is not just, moving more, but also finding some connections with people. I also love that this study provides that respite care for the caregiver, the care partner. So many times families say, well, I could never do something like that because I need someone to be able to watch him, or I would love to do something like that and I need a break. And I think this program is telling people you deserve to participate in something meaningful and you deserve to have a break. And you can meet both of those by participating in this. So thank you. Those of you who are interested in the comment study, there's information in the chat about what's involved. For comments, you need to be local and male. I believe, yes, for sure, you have to be local. We are especially looking for men. Dr. Lewandowski, can you confirm whether we are only looking for men? See, I'm going to make her the bad guy.
I was just typing in the chat. So yes, we are definitely looking for men. We do have some sites outside of Kansas City as well. So for example, we have a site in Emporia that is participating in the comment study. So depending on where you live, if it's outside of Kansas City, that could be okay. We'll match you up with the site that's closest to you. We are definitely looking for males to participate. We just got word that we have just a few more couple sections available as well. So individuals who are couples would be able to participate. And then we're also looking for individuals who identify as an underrepresented minority to participate as well. So that's the group. Those are the groups that we're looking for. So we have a nice, well-rounded participant group to generalize our findings. So if you are able to participate, let us know. We do not have a site in Lawrence, which is somewhat frustrating. I saw Lawrence come through. So we don't have a site at Lawrence at this time, but feel free to give us a call and we can go over some of those specific details with you. Phone number is in the chat, 913-588-0555. And it looks like somebody put in the chat that they just began the comment program. So yay, thanks for signing up and being a research hero. We definitely appreciate that time and effort, and appreciate the shout out. So hope you're enjoying comment, and we'll enjoy it as you continue to participate in that study. Anything else, Kelly?
I think that's it. David Byer, I think I saw you raise your hand. Are you waving or do you have a question? Oh, you're waving. Okay, very good. All right, yes, I will ditto what Dr. Lewandowski said. If you are interested in participating in any research, whether it's exercise or some of you have heard about the avocados and the hot tubs and all the other cool stuff we're doing, please give us a call at that same number that's in the chat. And one of our recruitment folks will be able to talk with you about what might be a good fit for you, whether it's one of these programs in particular or something else. And also do contact Joey and Krisha, as they said, they've got even more than what they shared today. So if you were not able to catch their information before I took the slides down, feel free to email myalliance@kumc.edu, and I'll be happy to share that with you. So we've got just about 2 minutes left. Does anybody else have a question? Okay, well, I'm going to do a couple of things then. Next Thursday, we have a once and only every 4 years event, and that is Leap Day, February 29th. And we think it's pretty fun that the 29th landed on a weekly webinar day for us this year. So when you get your My Alliance Monday newsletter on Monday, just be ready for something about Leap Day in there, in the Brain Booster or in the tip or somewhere. It's going to be about February 29th because we won't get to do this again until 2028. So that'll be really special. Next Thursday, our speaker will be Jill Von Fenge from an organization called Turning Point. Some of you might be familiar with Turning Point. It is a program of the University of Kansas Health System. It provides support to people with chronic and serious illnesses, everything from dementia to diabetes to chronic pain, you name it, they've got a program for it. They have activities that are both in person and virtual. So if you're not in the Kansas City area, you can still participate in some of their programs. And Jill will be with us next Thursday on the 29th to talk about that. So we look forward to having Jill with us. We look forward to having all of you with us. Joey and Krisha, thank you again for being here. And of course, I hope you'll stay in touch with us, and we will with you, and let us know of any breakthroughs. We find out the exact number of steps someone has to walk to not get Alzheimer's. We want to be the first to know. Okay. And we'll credit you. Yes.
I love it. We're on it.
All right. Very good. All right. Oh, I see one more thing in the chat, so I won't hang up. Oh, David says, Kelly, I see you are going to do a Turning Point workshop. You're already going to think I paid David to say that. I am doing a Turning Point workshop in April, I think it is, about the ADRC, about our programs and services. So we help each other, Turning Point and the ADRC. Two, if I may say so myself, really great programs that provide a lot of good to people. So thank you, David. I am doing that, and any of you would be welcome to join. All right. That being said, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.